Hey, what up, though, people? What up, though? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on, but I want to get on here live real quick and see if we can help somebody answer some questions, ask some questions, and we can answer some questions today about the how to get into transportation business. We're not going to say NEMT. We're just going to say the transportation business because it's more than just, I guess, non-emergency. You can be something similar to a Lyft driver as well. So let's get some. Wait till a few people get in the building, and then we could begin our talk tonight on how we can get people using your personal vehicle. And what I mean by personal vehicle, whatever you're driving at this moment, you more than likely can use that vehicle that you're driving and turn it into a business. So, with that being said, let me know where everybody from. What up, though, to all my peoples out there? Where's everybody from? I'm in Michigan. I want to know where everybody else is coming in from so we can hopefully go to your state and share with you how to. Michigan, what up, though? We got a 313 or 734-248 up in here. Stephanie, what up, though? I was just on your live earlier today. What up, though? Cali, what up, though? Ohio, what up, though? Mississippi, hey, what up, though? MI, cricket letter. Florida, what up, though? Texas, what up, though? 810, that's we up in Michigan, too. Wisconsin, what up, though? Okay, so Missouri, what up, though? So we have quite a few people in the building, right? And so you might Atlanta, GA, what up, though? Might have clicked on this live because you were interested in learning about how to use your vehicle to make, $10,000 a month. That's just a number I threw out there. It's more than impossible. Alabama, what up, though? Tennessee, what up, though? It's more than possible to make that $10,000 a month with your personal vehicle. So what I want to go over tonight is how to get started. So how you can get started in this particular industry. Well, let me explain what this industry is. Let me start by just going by explaining what this industry is. It's what we call the non-emergency medical transportation business, or the transportation business in general. And what you're doing is you're transporting people, something similar to Lyft, Uber, and taxi services, anything to do with transporting people. And each state has regulated or governed, people to, start up their own transportation business. With that being said, you can use your personal vehicle just like Lyft and Uber drivers do. But you do not have to work for Lyft or Uber. You can start your own transportation company, create your own LLC, or DBA corporation, whatever however you want to set up your business entity, and you can pick up clients such as your auntie, your uncles, whoever need transportation. You can take people going to the grocery store. You can pick up people from the airport. Take people to doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. There's many ways that you can use your vehicle to transport people, right? There's different locations that they have to go, and you can just charge a fee. Now, there's ways that you can get, ways that you can work with, there's different ways that you can do this, right? You can work with a broker. You can do this privately, meaning private pay, or you can do both. So, if you have any questions at this moment, please let me know. We also have another one of my peers in this particular industry, Stephanie, the NEMT guru. I believe she's still in the building. She is also in this particular industry. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, so I can answer the comment, and pull that information up so we all can have a build tonight. So I won't everybody to leave this live tonight knowing some information on how to get started in this transportation industry. So the first thing I would tell everybody to do is to research whatever state you in the city, mainly the you know what I'm saying your city, because there's certain ordinances and things that you have to abide by in your particular state and city. So that would be the first thing I would say everybody should do. I've heard you can transport medical equipment and supplies. You can, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the same as transporting people. Now, people and we call equipment is two different things. So they might classify your business, a different way. I'm not sure. So I would tell you to consult with, I'm saying, somebody that's within your state that can help you out. Just making sure that you are compliant, because I don't want you to be non-compliant and starting this particular business and you're transporting people and medical equipment, and it might, coincide. I believe you can do both, but I just don't want to have you steered the wrong way. Can you use your own vehicle? Absolutely. Vanabon, yes, you can use your personal vehicle. That's the reason why we're sharing this live tonight, because yes, you can use your personal vehicle. Is there a website in my state? What state you in, Sky? Just let me know what state you in, and maybe we can get to your website and see how we can get started. What kind of insurance do you need? Insurance. Now, each state is different, so you might have to have general liability insurance. You might have to have workman's compensation insurance. I do both, courier and transport people. Okay, Steph. I didn't know you do courier as well. Georgia and Connecticut. What up, though? Let me see if I can get Steph on here so we can answer some questions. I was on your live earlier and I had to go. I had some clients. How do I get this? Steph, I'm gonna see if I can send you a. I don't know how to do this shit. I'm like you earlier. I don't know how to send the request to. But everybody, I wanted to, like I said, for you to understand how this business goes in your particular state, is best to. Are you in Connecticut? Okay, Connecticut. I think I did. Let's see. Let me see real quick. Connecticut. Let me see if I can find some information for you real quick.
What's going on?
So Connecticut, it looks like, for one thing, I can see that you are in a broker state. One of the brokers within your region, I believe your state is VO, and let's see if we can find you the application or any information pertaining. Steph, what up, though?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
What's going on?
No, no, your live
I'm
earlier was
good.
really,
I'm
really
good.
your live was really fire earlier today, man. I was in there like, damn, they getting a free class today.
I
Yeah,
know. I thought about that afterwards. I was like, damn, I'm giving away a lot of stuff.
you
I
you
think
was
it was long, but it was
yeah you was dropping a lot of jewels in there, man.
huh?
That you was dropping a lot of jewels in that
I
class. I
always
was
talk.
on live earlier today.
I
I
be in. I
appreciate
be end up talking and be.
huh?
I keep going. I
Your
said I
client,
start talking and I keep going.
right. I know it can get we can get really involved in it, because sometimes I get on here and I look up and I'm on
Yeah,
here like 3 hours, and the kids and the wife be telling me, yeah, you got to wrap it up, because it's just
yeah.
spilling out the
That's how I
information.
feel early.
Yeah. So, do clients mind paying high fees when they can take a Uber or Lyft? Well, they can take a Uber or Lyft, but you got to think about it like this: they're getting like they're getting a different experience when they're dealing with a private company. So I would say yes. They Coda. I would say yes. They can get a different experience with. dealing with private companies? Do they give you gas money too, or you have to put your own in? So as far as gas, gas would be all on you. I don't know, Steph. What do you think about that? Do you implement gas in your rates?
Gas.
Yeah, somebody asked me, do they give you gas money?
Do you implement? No.
That's your dog name too. Yeah, that's our dog.
I don't. That's dope. Both of y'all got the same dog name. I don't ask for gas money. Do they give you
Yeah,
gas? No. I don't. You just
no, that, that
whatever
that's
your
that's
rate
not
is. I
something
don't
that.
know. I think that would be kind of cheesy.
Yeah, I would think because that's
That'd be kind
basically
of
like,
jacked up. You ask your customers like they done pay the rate and be
and then
like, "You got some gas money, bro?"
I would, I wouldn't want to do that.
They
I
ain't
would.
calling you back.
Will the clients have
They are not
CPR?
calling you back for another ride.
So Tia Marie,
The clients?
if I understand your question right, I don't know if clients would have to be CPR certified, but drivers and the owners in our company would be CPR certified. I'm not. Hopefully that's what you mean. So you get paid through insurance if you're working. Not the clients, but drivers. Sorry. Okay, so
Oh, she talking. She said she meant the drivers. Yeah, drivers should be CPR.
drivers absolutely
You're
should be
right.
CPR certified. I don't share any information, or
So
I
what
don't.
you doing? You going through? What
Huh?
you doing? You going? Oh, you on a? Oh, you on a web? What are you doing? You go on? You
No,
on a
see,
state
somebody.
site to see what?
Yeah,
Um,
somebody just asked me about Connecticut, right?
what
How,
state is
how to
that?
find how to find the information in
Oh,
Connecticut.
okay.
So I just try to pull it up for them so they can see where they can
That's
start
nice.
looking, finding information for their particular state. Because the main thing that what I notice is when I go on live, or I get emails and things like that, people ask me, where do I
Mhm.
start, or how do I start? And when me and you be on live, and now when I watch your lives
Mhm.
and other people live, like MJ Reliable, and people that offering information,
Oh yeah.
it's best to tell people, like, you have to research where you at, because every state doesn't have the same requirements. Like what we have in Michigan, like we don't have brokers in Michigan, but y'all have brokers down in North Carolina, right?
Yeah,
So
we do.
and
We
then
do.
then
We
the
do. We do.
insurance, people were asking me about insurance. So did he do Alabama? No, I haven't did Alabama. So I could pull up Alabama. I have somebody in Alabama actually. Uh,
Somebody said, "Where do you get the client list from?"
so when you're saying client list, I'm not.
You
If
gotta
you're talking about
find the.
obtaining clients, private pay, we find our own clients. Like this, that's how we build our business. We
Yeah.
go to I want to say any medical facility that you can think about. We probably done been in there and talk to someone in that particular organization. So if I you can go to absolutely dialysis clinics. You might as well say oncology, gastrology, um, food, dentists.
You can
Uh,
go anybody. If you think about it, like you said though, any place that you could think about that provides some type of service, medical service. It could be plastic surgeon, it could be physical therapy, it could be oncology for cancer. It could
and
be it. I mean,
I
the
like
list goes on.
I like how you were
Like you
talking about
said,
the you were talking about Florida and the BBL situation. Because
I'm telling you,
I have
people,
some clients.
uh, them BBLs is real.
Yeah, it is, and that particular market down there, meaning like the Florida area, South Florida area in particular. I have some mentees down in
Hmm.
Tampa Bay, and they're doing real well. They just started their
Hmm.
transportation company in October, and they said their spike, you might as well say their spike in clients have increased basically like by like 7% or something like that, based off of people coming down
Wow.
and getting that type of because when you said it, I had to sit back and laugh because I was
I'm
like, you know
telling
what?
you, man, it's it's real though, because that's why I was saying today. I think people get so focused on regular doctor appointments, like, and
Right.
so people do so much more than just go to regular doctor's appointment. So when somebody, Tia Marie just said, "Is the field saturated?" It's impossible. To
I
me,
about
it's like this is a recession-proof
it
field. Like
is
it's impossible to be oversaturated.
because there Tia
Like it,
Marie.
to
So
me anyway. Like
there's more I would say patients or clients that need, or I would say clients, there's more clients that need this service than there are, I believe,
hmm
providers that are out here to provide a service. So to answer your question, no, the industry right now is not oversaturated. I would advise you to, if you're thinking about getting into the industry, I would advise you to get into it, start working on it now as opposed to later, because I believe
hmm
in the near future is going to be more regulated, um, based off of what I'm seeing, in my
hmm
area. So I would suggest everybody that's on the live tonight to just start working on researching your industry, where you at, and start working on getting, like, just start knocking out the small things, like filling out maybe your provider application, finding out what type of companies are out there, what type of services they provide, and see what you can niche your company down to. Like,
hmm
you can be straight child transportation, or you can be like, um, I just want to do airport rides, or things of that nature, or do a combination, just those two. Because if you can if you niche your company down, I think you would be how would I say this?
hmm if you decide, or if you think about who your customer is, so your customer, like you don't really deal with brokers, so you decided that your customer is not the state, like your customer is not Medicaid,
Right, right.
and so you know what you got to do to go out and get your clients, whether it's personal concierge service, like I shoot. Well, mine is mostly student transportation,
Right.
but I take people to the airport too. I take you to the grocery store,
Yeah.
and but I still focus on the customers. Like the ones that I take to the grocery store and stuff are the same ones that I take to doctor's appointments or dentist
Okay.
appointments. Like they may live in the same assisted living facility, so I ended up, what I'm saying, doing grocery store routes, or what I'm saying, picking days, but I still work with the same group of people. They
Right,
just,
right.
what I'm saying, they just need to do other stuff, and we just happen to be there to take them to do other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's tons of stuff you can do.
Early in the AM, home
One of
after
the
dark.
ladies that I know, what's that? Early in the AM, home after. Oh, the person, because this person said earlier they make like 7K after
Okay,
expenses. Um,
it's good. That's really
So they're
good.
saying they do what they got to do early in the morning. Early bird gets the worm
Really do. They really do.
for
Because
sure.
Ohio Medicaid have a list. Once you become a provider, they will lead you in the right direction. Okay, so that's good to know, because I was having a hard time helping people find Ohio's
Hmm.
information, because quite a few people reached out to me from Ohio, and I couldn't find it for the life
Hmm.
of me. So that's good to know, TK T Kinga. I appreciate you sharing that because hopefully, if they're on the live right now, they can get that information.
Hmm.
You. What is this business? This business is the transportation industry. So, transportation business, whether you're like a something similar to Uber or Lyft, or I guess something like that.
What is this?
Prince, you don't worry about that. Just because your age. Because if you watch my TikToks, I'm 47 years old, bro, and I do not look 47 years old. So I've been in that predicament my whole you basically say my whole life. So don't worry about what I'm saying, your age. Just get out here and just
Don't
make your
worry
presence
about it.
known, provide a good service. That's what I'm gonna tell you to do. Especially if you're 20, you starting at 20 years old, man.
Hmm.
I wish I was thinking like this at
That's
20 years old.
good, man. I
You
wish
start
I'd have known. I wish I'd have known at 20 to even about entrepreneurship. That's a good thing because at 20, most times you don't even know what you want to do in life.
abs-
So
absolutely,
that's
absolutely
good.
sure don't. Sorry, you have had a PDF on your screen with Texas NMT. Is that online? Yes, it is. It is online. So what you can do is, where is it at? What you can do is, I'm gonna go back so you can see how I got here. I put in Texas NEMT transportation provider enrollment application, and it pulled up the. It's like a 30, no, 28 page PDF, 29 page PDF. So yes, you can download that
It
PDF right here on Google,
Texas like
and it's free.
$600. It costs like $600 to be a Medicaid provider in Texas.
$600.
Like $5.99.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you are, since you are in
Yeah,
Texas,
somebody in my class was in Texas.
okay, so it's 500 or $600 to start your or get your Medicaid.
No, yeah, $600.
$600 to get started in the state of
That's how
Texas.
they be get. That's how they be getting us. That's how they make us. Yeah,
They
that's what she. See, she just said she paid five. It's $600, and plus I think you got to get like fingerprints. I don't
right.
remember every state, but I want to say I know Texas is 600, and I think you got to get fingerprints done and some other stuff. But I know it. I remember it being $600.
Maryland.
Yeah,
So
they got
somebody was just asking about Maryland. Maryland, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to, I believe it's. I would go here and I would go through this website and start reading the information that pertains to you in what is the cost in Michigan. Michigan is $625. So Latrice is $625.
mm,
Can I message you? I'm in Texas. Yes, you can. That's fearless. Okay. Florida, you are I want to start down in Florida. I've been thinking about starting up down in Florida. So the person that was just asking about Florida,
okay.
what you want to do is so
You gonna
Florida NEMT
start, or
transportation.
you gonna be a foreign entity?
So it depends on how you want it. Just like Stephanie was saying earlier, what type of customers you want to be dealing with, right? And then how do you want to structure your business? Do you want to be dealing with Medicaid and brokers, or do you want to do private? So do you want to do private pay? You want to deal with brokers and what I'm saying, and Medicaid. Here is the website to get started as far as learning the information for the requirements and regulations in the state of Florida. And then there's three brokers, I guess three main brokers that they deal with, which is Access to Care, Logistic Care, and MTM. You can click on their website and fill out. They have a little application that you can fill out, and it'll take you through, the things that you need to do to get qualified. And if you need any other help, like there's like usually a 800 number or a direct phone number that you can contact and speak to somebody directly at the at their state website. I don't know exactly where it's at, but you can Google this right here for Florida. Is this a good business to start in Texas? I think it's a good business to start in any state. I mean,
I think
I
it's a
don't.
business. It
It's,
don't matter the state.
yeah, it really doesn't matter the
I think
state
it's every state. I feel like it's every state.
because every state, every you just think about it like this. Everybody doesn't have transportation, and a lot of people, if people also may not have access to public transportation. So they also may need, you know what I'm saying, a private, there's all
Hmm.
type of people that need transportation service. And there's more people that need transportation than there are, like I said earlier, more people that need serve from transportation providers than there are service. I mean, what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
There's more people that need the
Yeah.
service than there are providers.
It's more. It's definitely more client. It's more clients. It's more providers. Are you trying to say it's more clients than providers?
Yeah,
Like it's more
yeah.
people that need the service than there are people to actually do the service.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
it's
exactly what I'm
a.
trying to say.
I don't think you're gonna have no problem. I don't think nobody will have a problem. It's all gonna be based on who your customer is. You know what I'm saying? Like if you decide you want to work with brokers, yes, brokers gonna take a chunk of your money. Like
That's one thing I was talking
but that's
about.
their business. Like I feel like that's that's.
Yeah, that's what they in business. That's what they in business
Mm-hmm.
for. They could. I guess
That's
they
what they.
consider it a
That's what they do.
partnership. So you're partnering with this particular broker, and
Yeah.
they gonna
I
want
mean,
they gonna want their chunk. You know, Texas is big on healthcare, especially in
they want
Houston.
each other.
People
And
fly
the
in for
states
surgery
don't
there.
want to do that.
So
Mm. Yeah, they.
Miss
But
Jackson, if you are in
Miss
Charlotte,
Jackson.
I want you to
Oh,
hook up
I'm
with
in
Stephanie. Stephanie is
I'm in
in
Charlotte.
she's in Charlotte right now. So I would say
I'm in
go follow
Charlotte.
her, and she can guide you. Book a consultation with her, and she can help you out. So you right in her neck of the woods.
Texas, right there. Somebody
You
said, What's the average monthly salary?" Mm,
now that's
it's
something
up to
that
you.
that I'm about to say because it's basically on how much you or your company is out here working. Because you can have a month where you making
Hmm.
$2,500 a month, and then there's some you might be $12,000 a month. It all depends on you. I can tell you, I can tell you with one vehicle. I don't want to do that because people don't be believing me when I tell them numbers you can do with one vehicle. Unless you pull up some receipts and
Man,
show people like
I had you can make. I'm just saying, when you tell people that you can make 10K easy off one vehicle. It's all
it's
about
easy.
quality clients. I don't care. I mean, it's very easy. But 10K ain't no lot of money a month.
It's
It's not. I
it's
mean,
not because
we think
it's
about
such
it in the
it's
larger scheme.
right because you have expenses like there's certain things that you have to do to keep your company operating.
Right.
So I mean that 10K is not going to totally go into your pocket. I mean you can get a nice chunk of your pocket, but you still have expenses though. So you know that number uh
Hmm.
that number really sets a tone with people when they hear like, oh, I can make $10,000 a month, meaning you can make over six figures a year, which is more than possible. But at the same time, you just got to know that you have other,
It's more than
have
possible.
a business to run. So, Miss Jackson, you want to know how you do
Yeah,
that?
you
Just
gotta. But
Go follow Stephanie. Click on her icon, click on her
he
face
said,
or
"How you do that?"
whatever it is, and follow her and send her a DM or something like that. You say you in Tennessee and you're
Yeah,
interested.
I
Tennessee,
think. But you
okay.
know what, Dante? I think. Where's my?
Yes.
Hold on. Let's see. Can you hear me? Hold on. My damn volume on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what's wrong with my speaker. Huh?
I can hear you.
I think it's my earbuds. Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say I think I was just gonna say for the person that or the people that want to know how much money you can make. I definitely want to say that when you start off with the money, you starting off wrong. So you if you do the
Yeah,
business right, you gonna make the money. The money gonna come. Like you know what I'm saying. But when you go into it thinking how much money can you make, that's where your research gonna come in because you be able to tell that by if you just reach out to clients or possible customers like and you realize oh it's a real need for this thing.
a
It's
real
it's
need,
easy to
right?
make 10K. That's all I can say. It's a
Like
real
somebody
need
I
for
was
it.
talking to,
So
they were in
when
Ohio,
you
right?
start getting clients,
I had somebody that reached out to me
mm-hmm,
from Ohio, and they were in a little small town. Town that only had 9,000 people in it, but they have no transportation in there,
mm,
and they wanted to know would it be what.
that's great right there.
That's exactly what I told him. That's exactly what I told him. The next town that offers like public transportation was like at least like I think they said like 15 miles away. So if that, I was telling them like, you know what? Can I book a call with Miss
Mm,
Stephanie for knowledge about Texas? You absolutely can. Reach out to yeah, just
mm.
click on Stephanie's
You can
her
just click the
icon.
link in my bio.
Yeah, she has a link in her bio. What's the website for Tennessee? Let's
Yeah.
see. What's the website for Tennessee?
Do you know? Where'd you go?
So the person that was asking about Tennessee non-emergency medical transportation, I would get on I guess division of TennCare and go through this website and see if they have information about how like providers. Let's see if we have right here.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea, Dante, that you showing people how to go and find it. Cause sometimes this is where people kind of struggle with.
It is. That's why I usually that's why I was doing when I was doing these
Mm-hmm.
lives. You know, last year I was doing at 8 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
or 7 o'clock. I was taking them to basically to the website to their state's website so they can see where to find the information. I try to lead them to the website and then they can just do their research from there
Mm-hmm.
because that's the main question. Like, okay, where do I
That's
look?
what's
Where do
up.
I look? Where do I look? And so, that's the main thing people want to know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how do I get started? And like you were saying before, you have to do your research about your particular industry, and like you want to know what type of customers you want to have. You want to know like, do you want to deal with brokers? Like, you gotta know like how do you want to structure your company? And another thing I would do
Mm-hmm.
is I would call like, well, I did. I ain't gonna say I would. I called like I think it was like 12 companies that was in my area to see what their rates was, what type of service like what type of services
Mm-hmm.
they was providing, and basically how much I get for a ride from here to well I'm outside of Detroit right now, so from here to Detroit, how much would it cost for me to get a you say teach you? Yes. Well, this is what we talk. This is what I'm trying to share with y'all tonight. Just to give y'all some information to get started. What kind of van do you recommend? I recommend a Dodge Caravan. That can get you started. You don't have to start with a minivan though.
That's what I have.
You can
That's
start with
those the
a
vans I have.
yeah the Caravans. I love them. I love them. Also, I'm also a EMT, so I know
They
I have great professional.
out and they not expensive. The maintenance not high.
Right. I seen somebody was selling. I think it was in your group. Somebody was selling one of their vans.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it in the group. I believe it was like
Yeah.
last week. if Tia Marie, if you have that
Yeah,
Dodge Caravan, I
I
would
have
use.
Dodges.
That's what we have. I love Dodgers. I mean, it's low
Yeah,
maintenance, and it seems like you get a bang for your buck. Uh,
you really
I
do.
want to say we like at.
You really do. I don't. I'm definitely get another one when I'm definitely gonna get me another one soon because I have the caravans and I have some town and countries. They
Yeah, I knew you
both
was gonna say
all of them
that.
the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Dodge, Chrysler, and Volkswagen. The Volkswagen van, they all made by the same people.
Volkswagen
So,
ran too.
I'm definitely gonna get me another one. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay,
Volkswagen
that's
is
good to
made by
know.
Dodge. Mm-hmm. I
So
forgot what it's called, a Rutan or the Rutan or something.
Dejanay, so the chances of you getting approved for your transportation business, I would say they'll be strongly higher than getting denied. Only way I would say that you'd be more on a denial is if you have like uh, some type of felonies or that prevents them from. What would you say about that, Stephanie? Like
Mm-hmm.
Dejanay said the registration fee is in Texas $600. What are the chances of approval?
Um. So they take when you going for that Medicaid number, like it's a process, and they are vetting you. But I know like in North Carolina, they do like this interview that you have to pass, and if you're not prepared for it, I know people that I tried to say like you gotta almost study like for a test, and people didn't do it, and they didn't get their number, and they don't give you your money back. That's for sure.
Right,
So
it's
you got
non
to make
refundable.
sure that your
Yes,
ducks are in a row. Like it's non-refundable, and they didn't get their number. Now they let you do
a do
a
over.
rebut, like where you can possibly go back and do it over. But more than likely, once you're done,
Right.
which sucks. But I would definitely say like if you put forth the effort to do what they tell you to do, then you'll get it
That's how
with no
I would
problem.
sum it up. I don't. Okay, we got a little one.
My grandson,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
um I'm
Is there a
babysitting.
book to study from?
I'm
So
babysitting this evening.
Nikki 805. Is there a book to study from? To answer to that question, I would say
A book.
there's study
Like
material.
for
There's a
well,
study
I
material.
know like here they have material. Yeah, they Medicaid. Like when you're going for that Medicaid number, they prepare you. Like they just not gonna blindly put you out there. Like I know I have in North Carolina, you have to do a training, and then they give you this, these paperwork or information to read,
Right.
and you just have to make sure, what I'm saying, you're ready and you read it, but. It, it's not rocket science. I don't say that. It ain't that hard, but you definitely got to be prepared.
So what is the Medicaid test about? Safety. So the Medicaid test is about several different things. It's not just about safety. It's shit compliance.
Everything with
I mean,
Medicaid.
yeah, everything to do with deal with Medicaid. Janice, I would
I mean, they
say
ask you some stuff like here. They ask you a bunch of stuff. Even dealing with if you decide as a business owner to hire people, they ask you how often you gonna do drug tests, how often are you gonna do background checks, what's your hiring process. Like it's not just necessarily knowing the Medicaid process, they want to know as a business owner that you're going to do what you're supposed to do on your end. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
they
right.
ask in North Carolina, they ask you that stuff.
Nikki, so 10 care is basically organization, or this is you guys' website. So I don't know exactly what you know. 10 Care is. This is Tennessee's um, division. I guess I don't even know how to explain this shit to you. To be technical, because it has a whole bunch of stuff on here. It's not just non-emergency medical transportation. It's all about. This is basically like your state's website. Let me put it that way. This is your state's websites for, as you see, non-emergency medical transportation. It is also about.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the doctors register their information from. It looks like dental dentists also register their information from. So this is your state's website for your state. If you want to deal with anything to do with, I guess, non-emergency medical and non-emergency medical books.
Mm-mm. Yeah, if you decide you wanna, if you working for the state, if you wanna work with the state, that's where you gotta go. That's what it look like.
You most definitely have to go. I mean, if yeah, because if you're gonna be dealing with state, then more likely you want to be dealing with Medicaid. If you want to be dealing with Medicaid, you might be dealing with brokers, and so there's different things that you have to go through
Mm-hmm.
to get approved in your state. And it looks like 10 Care is one of the places that you may need to go. So that's why I showed you that website. 'Cause this is where I was at before. Who should
Yeah,
I talk to?
it might just be like, and you know, Dante, it might just be called 10 Care. Like that just might be their name for their Medicaid, you
Division?
know, division. Like,
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I'm saying?
Because I
Like that just might be what they call it.
yeah, because they have several different other things on here. Um, so yeah, you might just be right. I'm gonna go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, who should I talk to in the school to pick up students? So,
I pick up
um,
students. That's like 75% of my business.
okay. So who did you talk to in North Carolina?
So you have different options. Like so you have different options when it comes to the school system. Um, I started off like with going to my county Department of Transportation, and
Okay.
then I went to private schools. So you can go to like charter private schools as well and find out who they, do they need assistance. Most of the time you want to focus on like special needs students when it comes to the transportation piece. And then there are a few companies like one of them is Ever Driven. Um,
Uh huh.
they 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 kind of work with the or the school system is contracted with them, and they subcontract with business owners in the area or in the county to say, okay, um, we'll pay your business. You get your own drivers, but we'll pay your business if you sign up with us. And they're similar to like a broker, but they focus on student transportation. So there's different ways you can do it.
Yeah, because see, what way I did it, got into the school system is we went to Department of Human Services in our county, and they
Mhm.
referred us. They referred us to
Mhm.
two school buildings, and then we contacted the school buildings and got to the
Mhm.
administrative office, and that's how we got in from there.
Mhm.
Oh, dog, can you use your own vehicle?
That's what's
Yes, you
up, man.
can.
It's the
Yes, you
school.
can.
It's easy. Mhm.
The school is one of the yeah. I would say it's not a hard entry, but you got to make sure that you have everything everything lined up before you try to go into any type of school
Yeah,
school
definitely
building
got to
and try
make
to be
sure you got
transported.
that insurance.
Yeah,
They, yeah, you definitely got to have your ducks in a row for sure when you're dealing with students.
but Odai, yes, you can use your personal vehicle. 10 Care is the Tennessee Medicaid program. They don't take national funds. Okay, thank you, field trip buddy. I appreciate that. So somebody, I guess, from Tennessee said 10 Care is the Tennessee Medicaid program, which is what you were saying, and they don't take national funds, which I'm not sure what that means
Yeah,
though.
take your butt to bed.
What about Kentucky? What is your question about Kentucky? Because Kentucky also, they have the, I'm saying, the transportation business, non-emergency transportation in Kentucky as well. So it's available in your state. I know your state is a broker state as well. I think it's like a hybrid broker state though, meaning I forgot what they call it. It's not fully brokered. I know I think that's what it is. It's not fully brokered in the state of Kentucky. How to get started? How to get started is first you want to do your research. Uh, you got to do whatever state you're in. You need to do. I would just Google like how to start a transportation company in Missouri or whatever state you're in. And if that doesn't pull up any thing in the search engine, you also can call like your state, uh, like like in the state of Michigan, we have Lansing. So we call you can call Lansing, and they tell you about any business that you're interested in, and they tell you the steps on how to get started, right? So I can call the Lansing phone number, right? And I'll be like, okay, look, I'm looking to start a non-emergency, or I want to start transportation companies. What are the steps to get started? And so then they either email you a link or they'll send you some information, or they'll direct you to um, a website, and it gives you the information from there. If you use your current car, you have to change your insurance to commercial. Absolutely, yes, yes, you sure do. Yes. What does it mean about Tennessee not taking national funds? Yeah, I wanted him to clarify that too. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but hopefully he can come on here and clarify that. If you're using current car, you have to change your insurance to commercial in your business name. So yeah, hopefully he can clarify that statement for us. But so just to get you guys all to understand what we're saying about starting this transportation business. If you are in whatever state you're in, you need to know what are the qualifications, what are the recommendations, requirements that are in your state. Like in Michigan, you can use your personal vehicle, right? Um, we don't have brokers, so you don't have to worry about brokers. Um, so you will want to know how you will get your clients. And so that's all about networking, marketing, um, and getting into these you know, different institutions. But you might be in a state like Illinois, which is a broker state, and maybe you want to work with a broker. And the broker, when I say work with a broker, it means the broker works with Medicaid and the state that you're in. And in order for you to get clients, you're going to work with the broker. You're going to sign up with the broker. They're going to give you the clients, but then they also take a percentage of what you make. So you might not want somebody to get a percentage of what you make. So you might want to go privately, meaning you get your own clients, like what we do in Michigan. So if you want to go that route and eliminate the brokers, then just know that you're going to have some more. I would say, I guess, some more legwork that you got to put into your own business. So that's why it's important to do your research, because then you can, like, if I were you, I would Google like right now. So right now, I would Google NEMT transportation companies near me, right? And then it will give you like different transportation companies around you, like your surrounding area, right? And so I would I would jot down all these phone numbers, right? All the companies I would see, like within the geographical area where I'm located at, and I would call these particular companies and see what type of I would see what type of service they provide, how much it costs, and then I can base their information off of what type of service I'm gonna provide, and then I can narrow down, you know what I'm saying, in and about what I'm going to charge for my rates, what type of service that I'll provide. Because if somebody's not offering this type of service that I know they don't do, then I might offer it for in my company. So that's another way that you can, you know what I'm saying, start doing research. Just that little minute thing right there can give you a jump start on how to start your NEMT company or your basically your transportation company in your area. How can I get help filling out my paperwork in Tennessee? I have a van, CDL, with passes. Oh, that's lit. So, Sir P22, I'm gonna put my email in here real quick. Email me and let's see how do I do this. I can't remember how to do this. I don't know. I can't remember how to make. Oh, here you go. It might be best to book a consultation. That can help you out even more. But that's my email. So email me and maybe we can help you out. If I already have a business, do I have to create a separate LLC for transportation company? So Dejanay, so I would say yes. Reason being, if it's not a transportation company and it's basically like, I mean, what if it's like a boutique shop or something like that, you're selling clothing, it doesn't have the same SIC code, so it's not the same type of business. So if it doesn't has anything to do with transportation, then yes, I would start another whole nother LLC because you don't want to get yourself you don't want to commingle businesses and funds together if there's two separate businesses. So I would say start another one because you don't want to get yourself in trouble later on down the line. Business name with license and EIN already. Okay, that's good. So if you have business name, EIN, your IRS do not play. Hey, look, hey, look, I that's one of the alphabet boys that you don't want to play with. So those true words are spoken. I want to make sure that I'm very clear on that. I'm glad you said that too because you know you need to see what happened to Wesley Snipes and everybody else that was uh, I guess playing around with the IRS boys. So what's up, bro? I got on with NTM. Thank you. Oh, that's lit. William Word. Hey, that's a true testimony, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. So congratulations, my baby. Congratulations. Can you service Medicaid and Absolutely. Chosen 0511. Yes, you can. You can service both. Yes, you can. I've been interested in starting a transportation company overseas. How do I get started? So if you're overseas, it might be something a little bit different. So I don't want to. I would tell you to schedule a consultation, right? And we can help you out as far as learning how to get that particular information started. Because I don't want to tell you something that might not work out for you at this moment. Because I don't know, and I don't want to mislead you. But I would say yes. You most definitely can start one though. Do I need a USDOT number for that type of trap? No, you do not. Because the USDOT number is for transporting goods. And you're not transporting goods, you're transporting people. So you don't need a DOT number. How much is a consultation with me? With me, it is $75 an hour. How can I schedule a consultation? The link is in my, it should be in my bio. Link is in the bio. Got it. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, that's why I want everybody to understand. Like, if you have if you have a decent working vehicle, right, and this particular vehicle has been transporting you from your job back home and out of town, then you can make some money off this particular vehicle. Just like A friend of mine that was on here earlier, Stephanie, just like she was saying, it's more than possible. I ain't gonna say more than possible. You can make $10,000 a month, using your personal vehicle. Now you're gonna have insurance and you're gonna have other expenses that you got to pay for every month, but you're gonna clear a nice amount of money every month. But just like she was saying before, I don't want nobody to get caught up on the number as far as how much money I'm gonna make. If you're providing a good service, you're more than likely you're gonna have more clients than you're gonna be able to handle. So the money is just gonna be overflowing. Okay. The main thing is to getting started because to start this process to get start your transportation company, it's a minimum of like 2 months. You might as well say 60 days at minimum to get everything done from submitting your application, from waiting for you to take your class for you. There's licensing and then conditions that you have to. I want you to go watch my YouTube video. I have a channel, the homeschool dad. Go follow that channel because there's information on there as well that shares with you steps on how to get started in this particular industry and different things you got to look out for when you are starting your business. But like I said, if you want to get started, we are in the month of January now. So if you haven't started your company now, you're looking at February, March, about March when you are going to be at minimum on the road and getting clients. So with that being said, do you have to have a personal vehicle or just an insured vehicle? It has to be it don't have to be a personal vehicle. You have your vehicle or whatever vehicle, and it has to be insured. Absolutely. Once you are a Medicaid provider, how do you get customers? Does Medicaid send you customers? Yes, Medicaid does provide customers for you. Yes. How does a person price the rides? So I mean, if your question is how does a person price the rides? I mean, in your company, or you're talking about the your clients? Your clients don't price the ride. You give them the price. So you more than likely you should have your website and it has your rates on your website. So say for instance, somebody wants to go like 10 miles away, then you're going to charge. We're just going to give it a rough $100 for that one way trip plus mileage. So you might charge $3 per mile. So you get the $100 plus the $3 per mile. Uh, then you can do the math from there. What are the best minivan for this business, and if it's not equipped with the wheelchair lift? It doesn't have to be a wheelchair accessible, but it gives you an extra. What I'm saying, there's an extra fee that they attach if you have that wheelchair mount on your wheelchair. But the best minivans that I like Town and Country and Dodge Caravans personally. So those are the ones that we have. So that's the ones I would recommend because I don't know about any other ones. I do, but personally, I like Caravans and Town and Countries. How many vehicles do I need to make a good cash flow? You can start. I'm telling you right now. You can start with that one vehicle. That one vehicle can make you $10,000 or more. But say for instance, you might have I'm gonna give you this. You're gonna have insurance. What if your insurance is like $2,500? So now you're down to what's that, $7,500, and then you gotta think about gas that you're putting in there every day. So you fill up for 4 days. At least going to be about $125 per day times what, 5 days. So you might as well take another $500 down. Um, you got to pay yourself whatever your salary is going to be. So you got to take that out too. So I mean, the $10,000 is easy. I don't want to make it sound like it's easy, but it can be easy with that one personal vehicle. So, say for instance, you got four vehicles, and you can times four vehicles times $10,000. That's $40,000 a month. But all of them have to have insurance on them. How can I find out the requirements for Maryland? I had the website up for Maryland earlier. Let's see. So Maryland NEMT transportation provider enrollment, and I believe it's his first one. Non-emergency medical transportation. What UR is an ambulatory, meaning like it's a four-door vehicle. So what you're gonna do is go to Prep Health. You're gonna sign up, create your username, password, and it will be on this. I can't get behind this back wall because I'm not in Maryland, but this is where you need to be as far as Maryland go. Any good dispatching apps? Yeah, you might not need the dispatching app. So there's ZenPath, which is a new up and coming company. There's Route Genie. There's TripSpark. Um, that's just to name a few. So ZenPath, Route Genie, TripSpark, NEMT. I believe it's NEMT transportation or no NEMT dispatch software. So those are four dispatch softwares that you can check out. But I wouldn't worry about that, at this moment because if you are in a broker state and you decide to work with a broker, then more than likely the broker will have a dispatch software integrated that you guys will use. But if not, you know what I'm saying, once you get your company built up, then you can use a dispatch software. But how you get in contact, how you have your website. So the website will give you all, your website should have your rates, trip distance, how they can book you, and then you'll have all that on your website. So you'll have that integrated on your phone, anyways. Just starting off. So I'm just coming in. How do every state find this? So every your state. So let me show you. So whatever your state is, right? You're gonna take Maryland out, right? Put NEMT transportation provider enrollment application, and then it should pull up your state. So say for instance, we're gonna go to California. So California, California NEMT, and see it's gonna drop down. Like this is where we were at last time. Last time I visited was November 11th or 11/11. So here's the application for state of California. So that's all you need to do. Just take out the state, just put NEMT transportation provider enrollment application, and it should pull up your state website. What if you have a small pickup truck in Florida? Pickup truck is not going to work. Reason being is the pickup truck cannot have, for one, if it's an elderly patient or client, they can't, it's too high for them to step into that pickup truck. And for two, you got most of these clients or passengers have to be behind, in the rear of the vehicle, not in the passenger seat. They have to be in the back of the car. What's the very first step in getting started? The application process and paying the fee. So the very first step I would say is to just do your research in your state. So you want to know, um, am I required? What type of insurance I need to get insured on my vehicle? What type of vehicle I can use? Because just like somebody said, they have a pickup truck. Most states they will not allow you to have a pickup truck. So you need to know, what I'm saying, what type of vehicle you can use. And if you're working with a broker, if you're in a broker state and you decide to work with Medicaid, um, then brokers may require you to have a newer vehicle, either 2013 or newer. So there are certain things that you need to know. That's why I say you have to do your research in your state, because if you want to work with a broker, um, not work with a broker, if you want to work with Medicaid and you are in a broker state, then there's certain things that the broker requires you to do in order for you to work with them to get your clients. So that would be the first step. Application fee, most definitely. Um, CPR certification, you can get that through Red Cross. Um, what else? Some states might require you to get a vehicle inspection. You need a website. A website is a must. Like no one should be on here not having a website because, say for instance, you're passing out business cards and somebody books, wants to, get your book you for your business, right? Well, they want to know what the rates are. Just like if they put in a phone, like right now if I pull up Lyft on my phone and I put an address in, they're gonna tell me the rates. So you want the same thing for your customer because you don't want to lose a customer because you don't have uh, the functionality or ability to let them know how much your rates are. So you got to have your website. And this company right here, they build websites for transportation companies. If you're interested in that, hopefully you are because you want people just to be able to go to your website and just book you, or call, what I'm saying, be able to call you on the phone or whatever the case may be. But uh, so whole route. What is your subscription for? Subscription is for um, so I have templates that I'll be uploading on here. I have private, basically like once a month. I'm gonna be holding private classes, um, and basically direct access, to me as far as on this TikTok platform and privately. So that's what the subscriptions entail. So basically, some basically I'll be your starter kit to getting started in the transportation business. That's what it entails. Do you think it's more profitable to go for private clients versus Medicaid government paid clients? Personally, for me, yes. I like private clients because I don't have to wait for my money, as opposed to when you're working with a broker. When you're working with a broker in Medicaid, sometimes, I ain't gonna say sometimes, like that first, you initially first getting started, that first check that you're gonna get for Medicaid is not gonna get to you for like 45 days. So some businesses can't wait 45 days to get paid for a $400 ride, right? So, that's one of the hangups with dealing with brokers. The other thing is dealing with brokers is they take a percentage. They take like up to 40% of how much you make. So I don't like brokers in that aspect. In private pay, like I get paid before the ride or when the ride is completed. So I like getting my money immediately as opposed to waiting. But the the plus about it is you get more experience, you get clients working with Medicaid. So it depends on how you want to structure your business. But like I said, it's all in how you want to deal with your business. That was like one of the first things that me and Stephanie was talking about in the beginning, like what type of clients do you want to deal with, and you know how will you want to structure your business? Do you want to just deal with private pay? Because if you're dealing with child transportation or something like that, then that's private pay because you're not going to be dealing. Well, it depends on what state you're in. Because in where I'm at, it's just private pay. But in North Carolina, where she's at, I think she might get paid through Medicaid, maybe. Well, Tia Marie, I thank you very much. I appreciate you. But whole route, and this is what I was talking about. Whole route is a place where they build transportation websites for you. So this is something to consider when starting your transportation business. Because you're going to need somebody. Because say for instance, like I said, so if somebody wants to book a ride and uh, they want to go to the grocery store, and the grocery store is only 7 minutes away from their house. Well, you can charge $75 for that particular ride because you're gonna wait for them and you're gonna take them back home. But that's 75 dollars there and $75 back, so it's $150 round trip, and then plus the mileage. Okay, so they can once you got your website set up, they can just book it on the website. But then probably an older couple or older person, they're probably going to call you and book that particular thing. But more than likely, more people want to have a website is basically like your business card for your business. How many clients in a day do you have to transport? You don't have to transport. You know what I'm saying? There's not a set number that you have to transport. You can only transport two clients. Two clients can bring you in maybe like $1,000. You know, it all depends on what you're charging, what type of service you are providing. You can have a wheelchair that person needs, or you can have a stretcher van or something like that. You can charge like $400. So it all depends. You don't have to drive like 10 people that whole day. You might only can just do like 3 or 4 clients, 1 or 2 clients. The 1 or 2 clients may bring, like I said, bring you in like $600 that day. You might be cool with that. Where do I go subscribe? I hit the red bar. It wouldn't allow me to pay. Okay, so I have to. I'm not sure. I'm going to get back in here and, on my back office and see what the issue is. But if you've seen my email, just email me. I'm gonna put it in here again. Email me and let me know that you want to subscribe, and let you know when I got it all squared away. Because I can't do it while I'm on live right now because it's gonna kick us off. But I'm about to put my email in here again. And yes, shoot me an email, and I most definitely do that. Do some require you to wait on the client during the visit? No, you don't have to wait on the client. Not at all. But this is a one-way trip. So if it's a one-way trip, you're dropping that client off. But if that particular client asks for that particular service, then you can have what we call it's waiting time. So you can charge like $25 waiting time for 15 minutes or however much you want to charge. Okay, so what type of clients pays the most? That is an interesting That's an interesting question. So with that being said, I like Okay, I'll give you an example. Airport run. I did one day. We made $750, I believe, in 3 hours. So that was really good. You know, can you do as a side hustle only transporting? Absolutely, Miss Tina, 17. Yes, you can. I would suggest you start off, part time anyways as a side hustle, just to see how you like it and see how to learn the ins and outs about the business. Because don't quit your regular job until you fully understand this particular industry and start making some real good money. And then I would say uh, tell them to what I'm saying kick rocks. Hi, new here. Do you need any type of license for this? You need a CDL. Usually it's Class A CDL license, driver's license. I use my Dodge Magnum to do it. Yes, you can. Dodge Magnum, absolutely. That's just a gas guzzler. That's the only thing. That's the only thing wrong with that Magnum. It just drinks a lot of gas. Is the insurance high? Yes, it is. Well, it depends on your driving record. Depends on where your vehicles are located, and it also depends on sometimes these insurance companies go by your credit. So, those 3 factors. It depends on, what I'm saying, what your situation is and in your state. Because some states are more lenient than others. Like in the Detroit area where I'm at, insurance, especially in the city, if your company is based in Detroit, the insurance is crazy high. When I say crazy high, that shit is crazy high. But if you're outside in like the suburban areas where I'm at now, it's a little bit linear. That should go through lots of fuel. You need a CDL to do NEMT. Yes, because it's commercial driving. So that's what CDL stands for, commercial driver's license. Because you're transporting for a business. You're not transporting personal. It's not a personal ride that you're taking. You're transporting for money. So you have to get a CDL license. What state do you need a because I have a A. I drive 18 wheelers. Well, I'm in Michigan, so it might be class C. Each state is different, so I don't know what it's classified as in different states. So I'm glad you clarified that. How much costs semi truck insurance? I don't know because I'm not in the semi truck industry. You might have to ask Dino 154. He may know, but I'm not sure about 18 wheeler insurance or semi truck insurance. Vera. This is about your personal vehicle. So commercial commercial insurance, um, it varies as far as price go. It might be $8,000 for your total policy, and they might require you to put $2,500 down and $1,000 a month. Is it like a truck driver CDL to do NEMT? Uh, yeah, you might as well say yeah. But it's not as many questions as it's like no, I'm gonna say it's not like that. It's like driving a limousine or something like that. So let me clarify that. Um, Thank you for the follow, the Queen of Thrift. So Tia Marie, no, it's not like truck driver. It's more like a Lyft CDL, or you know what I'm saying, something to that effect. Limousine driving, it's also a vehicle, not truck driving. Because when it comes to truck driving, you got to learn about air brakes and so all those other things. It's something totally different. How can we find out what type of CDL is needed at the DMV? Is a chauffeur's license works? Absolutely, chauffeur's license. Yes, it was. Yes, it will. So Razik, yes, I have a CDL with passenger endorsement. Okay, so that'll work. ID brand, that'll work. That totally will work. Yeah, but if you have any more questions, just let me know because we're gonna tap out in a minute. You're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. But hopefully, like the information that we shared tonight, it could get you at least the starting point to starting your NEMT business or transportation business in general. That was the goal, to get you started in this particular industry. Email, I put it in here one more time. And if anybody's having troubles getting started or just want some, might need a boost on what to do, you can book a consultation. That you can email me at that email right there and book a consultation. I also have a ebook bundle where you get how to start the NEMT business, how to set up your LLC, how to build business credit. Because I know eventually once you get your business started, you want to start purchasing vehicles in your name, in your business name. So that's all in the ebook bundle. If you're interested in that, just email me at that email above, and just put ebook bundle 50, and we'll get that to you. You can't see the email address. Oh, so TikTok must be blocking it. Use yeah, that's what they do sometimes. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so everybody just screenshot this right here. This is my email. So TikTok don't want me to show it right now. So with that being said, we're going to have to go through extreme measures and just screenshot that, and that's the email right there. But going to subscribe one out of these trucks are already incorporated and all. Okay, Dino, absolutely. So yes, Dino, let's get on the call, or let's help you get started in getting about that trucking industry. I know it's grueling. I know a lot of people in the trucking industry, like a lot of my homies came out and started in that trucking business. So I understand. I understand. You have a CDL. Okay, so you should be straight. You should be all set as far as getting started. Um, yeah, you should be all set, Vera. Just now I would just say do your research as far as what are the requirements to get started in your state. Julius, what up, though? Long time no hear from. It's been a while since I've been on here. Been in the background, boy. All is well. All is well. Good to see you. Good to see you. When getting the CDLA hard to get? No, it's not hard to get. It's not hard to get. You just go in there and tell them that you want to. You do, but best you want to upgrade your driver's license. Koi Koi, Baby Red. Yeah. So you say you're new. So if you are new, welcome, welcome. What we're talking about is how to. I'm sharing with people how to use your personal vehicle to turn that into a business, transporting people. Something similar to Lyft and Uber, but with a better, I guess, pay, and it's private, so you have that advantage of being, I'm saying, a private transportation company, and you're basically transporting people from their home to doctor's appointments, dialysis appointments, dentist appointments, airport transportation, child transportation. Like you can take kids, you can pick up kids from their house, taking them to their school, picking them up from school, and taking them back home. That can be your sole transportation business, and you can get paid some really really good money. So, with that being said, that's basically what this particular live is about. What's the hardest part about the startup process? And what's the hardest part once you're running? That's a great question. That is a great question. Scooter 810. So the hardest part about the startup process is getting started. Like um, knowing what type of insurance you need, knowing if you have to have a CPR certification. If you do, then going to get that certification. Um, what is the cost? You might want to know what the cost is. Like there's an application fee. In the state of Michigan, the application fee is $625. I believe in North Carolina they said that the cost is $599. Um, Another thing is you want to know the type of clients you want to be working with. Do you want to work with Medicaid, or do you want to just work with private individuals? Um, the hardest part about once you get running is maintaining your business and maintaining your business and evolving or scaling up. There's I know if you start with this one vehicle, right? Eventually you want to get to like three, four, five, and then hiring the right drivers. Like if you're going to hire drivers, you want to make sure the drivers are compliant. You want to make sure that you know that they're on time and that they're courteous to your clients. Like you want to make sure that you have a reputable business, because you can think you're hiring a good driver and they end up being like real, I'm saying, fucked up and costing you and your name and your reputation. So that I would say, that hiring process is going to be one of the main things you need to worry about, because you don't want to have nobody messing your name up. This is your business. This is something that you're probably gonna, want to pass down to your family or involve your family. So, you know, I had some personal problems. I haven't been able to move forward. I feel stuck. Oh, so I was in a rut myself for the last month. The month of December is always November and December is always emotional for me. Do you have an IG page? Yes, I do. It's the same as let me see if I can put it in here. I'm gonna start getting on IG more active. I don't be on that. IG that active, but let's see if I can put it in here real quick. That's my IG. MTM also helps in the vetting process too. Okay, so yes, I heard about MTM. Yeah, I heard about MTM. Look, here's MTM right here. Here's MTM. So Nikki 805. That's I don't know what MTM stands for, but this is their website right here, and they're a broker. So if you were in a broker state and you want to work with Medicaid, this is one of the companies that you'll have to go through. I lost a momentum. I'll be picking up soon. At least I was able to identify the problems. Okay, that's good, Julius. That's good. It shoot me an email. If you're having some type of you know troubles getting some information or whatever the case may be, shoot me an email and I'll most definitely reach out to you and help you out the best way I can. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Kosha 283. Okay, good, good. Look forward to it. I look forward to it. Okay. So look, if anybody's in here from you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, Julius. If anybody's in here from like the same state, yeah, I would strongly suggest everybody start the networking here because somebody might have some information that you may need to get started in your state. They might be a step or two ahead of you. So y'all should be dropping where you from, so y'all can link up together. Because what my platform is for us to get together and help each other. So I'm in Michigan, so anybody in Michigan that needs some help, reach out to me via email so we can connect, and I can help you get started in Michigan. I got some people in Florida. G baby, I got some people down in Florida, so email me and I can turn you on to them people. Maryland, what up though? So anybody else, if y'all Detroit, Vera, I didn't know you was in the 313. So Vera, most definitely send me an email and let's help you get started. North Carolina, Julius, okay, appreciate you. You're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Um, can we use MTM for Texas? I believe MTM is in Texas. Let's see. Let's see where they at. Yeah, I believe they are in Texas too. So whoever asks about Texas, yes, they are in Texas. You can use them in Texas, I believe. So it's Toy. Yes, they are in Texas. Everybody in Georgia, I believe I've seen a couple people in Georgia. I think y'all should link up. So Christy Gaddis and who else was that? And Kasha 283. I think y'all should link up because GA. Let me show y'all GA real quick. Everybody in Georgia, you see this website right here, Georgia. This is where you need to be at. So screenshot this right here, mmisgeorgia.gov. I was doing a consultation earlier today, and this is the website to find how to get started in Georgia. So the provider enrollment form, everything that you need will be in here. So mmisgeorgia.gov. You see where it says provider enrollment. You go down to enrollment wizard, provide enrollment application, and then all the information that you need to look up. Just start researching this website right here. So Georgia GA, there you go. What's this for? I appreciate you, Kosha. This is for how to start a transportation business with your own personal vehicle. That's what this particular live was about. You can make. I don't want to over. I don't want to oversay like it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money that can be made in this. particular business. And in particular, you can make $10,000. Like we were talking about before, I don't want you to get caught up on that number because you still have expenses. But it's not it's easy to make that money with your personal vehicle. So with that being said, just what I'm saying, do your research. Where's the search in Maryland? Can you give us an example for Texas, please? Okay, what's it when you say example? What do you mean by example? Hold on, let me see. As you're teaching us, I always try to catch you when you're on. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Really do. It's always good to get. I feed off the energy that I get from people that's on the live. So when you all come on here and willing to receive the information, I love coming on here and sharing information. So just know that you are appreciated. So Texas, Houston in particular, I believe Houston in particular, I believe here's the PDF that you should download and read because they have like phone numbers on here in here to help you. You got somebody in the back office that can tell you exactly what you need to do and where to go. So if you didn't see how I got here, I put in Texas NEMT provider enrollment application, and the first link is the PDF. Got it. You are more than welcome. What website do I go to find qualifications? Capri. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yes, Steph. I really rock with Steph. Steph is my girl, man. Um, so Maryland, where we at, Maryland? So Maryland, NEMT transportation provider enrollment application. Click this, and then you see non-emergency medical transportation. What you want to do is you want to go to providers. Click it up there. Take it all the way over here to enrollment. Provider enrollment. And what you want to do is click this link right here. And then I can't get past this wall right here. So you have to create your username, password, and then it's going to take you to the provider enrollment form on the state of Maryland, though. This is only for more than who still have that Nokia ringtone. Empress Wallace, I appreciate you. Blessings to you. I'm stuck. I need a consultation. I have my license just stuck. Absolutely. So it's toys. So look, I don't know if you've seen the email. Email me and book the consultation, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to get you get you started in this industry. Like I said, this process is going to take you guys about minimum 60 days. From front end to back. So that's the email. Screenshot this. Email me and just let me know what you're interested in, consultation or ebook bundle. Let me know, and then I'll respond to that tomorrow. Do you need the LLC, Capri? Yes, you do. Reason why you need an LLC. Let me explain this to you. I'm glad you asked that question. Reason why you need the LLC is because, for one, you're operating a business. For two, when you're dealing with the state is going to ask you, the state of California, the state of Texas, Maryland, Florida, Michigan, Ohio, wherever state you're in, they're going to ask you what's your business entity name, what is your EIN number. So you have to have this in order for you to operate a business in your state. So LLC is needed, EIN number is needed. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can get your EIN number on irs.gov, Eastern Standard Time. You can set up your LLC at your local Secretary of State or your state's website and get your LLC set up for about $200. So yes, you're going to need that. Can it also be absolutely S corp? Yeah, that's just the way I operate. That's one of the ways I like to operate. S corp is just one of the best ways to do it. I appreciate it. Absolutely, Capri. You're more than welcome. Bro, how scalable is this kind of business? 3, 4, 5 drivers. Ooh, shit. 3, 4, 5 drivers. So that means you got about 5 vehicles, right? Or are they rotating between 2 or 3 vehicles? You have to clarify that. So if you say for instance you got 3 vehicles, right, and each vehicle is bringing in $15,000 a month. 15,000 times 3 is $45,000. You're paying your drivers $20 an hour, and they're working 40 hours a week. So you can basically couldn't do the math from there, but it's more than feasible with one vehicle to make $15,000, $10,000, and you're paying yourself as a driver, and then you paying your insurance on the vehicle, and your maintenance. Could you please pull up website for Illinois? Absolutely. Let's do Illinois real quick. Illinois. I think of what I remember about Illinois is you have to call a phone number because they don't have the information on the website no more. Yeah, that's what it is. So, how do I enroll my transportation company? Contact HF Provide Enrollment Services at that number. How do I enroll to use my privately owned vehicle to provide transportation? Please contact ACES Financial Manager Services for enrollment instructions and assistance. So, this is the website. But with that being said, since this is a website, you also have to, like they said, how do I enroll to use my privately owned vehicle? You have to call that Access Finance Manager right there. So screenshot this so you'll know. The website for Michigan, please. Vera, yeah, hold on 1 second. Vera, I love Michigan because Michigan has a 72-page PDF. Let me show you. Nikki, 805. Okay, you're more than welcome. All right, Michigan, let me show you something real quick. Let me show you how lit Michigan is. 313, what up, though? Let me go back so you can see this. Michigan NEMT transportation provider enrollment application. The first link that you see is the PDF. 72 pages. It has modules in here. Like there's a slide, 72-page slide that shows you everything on how to step by step on how to set your NEMT business up. And if you're familiar with the Michigan.gov portal, then you know what I'm saying, you already know how the CHAMP system works. New provider enrollment. Like I said, everything that's listed for Michigan is all here. Please, also, what kind of card? Koi, baby red. So you can use any type of car that you have, as long as it's a decent running vehicle, you can use it. Uh, Also, just some information you have to do. Texas online. You can mail in the application anymore. No, I don't think you can mail in the application. I think everything is online in Texas. But what state did you just say? Tulsa. You want Oklahoma? Let's do Oklahoma real quick. So Oklahoma NEMT Provider transportation enrollment. Let's go right here. So scroll over to provider enrollment. Okay, Oklahoma. So hopefully you looking at this, taking a screenshot of this. You have to create a username and password in order for you to uh, fill out that provider enrollment form. Yeah. So go over to providers, provider enrollment. Then you're gonna head over to, come on. Oh yeah, new contracts. Do your username, password, and create your account. And it's gonna take you to provider enrollment form. It should tell you, it's gonna ask you questions about your LLC. That's one of the things you. But before you do all this, make sure you have your LLC set up, have your EIN number, and your certain certification. They might have to have you have a CPR certification. Make sure you have all that information before you do any of this. But Koi, baby red, here you go. Looks. Yeah. Get Zula. Don't forget to tap the screen. A lot of great. I appreciate that, Nikki. Chicago. I just did Illinois, so let's do Illinois one more time. So we about to sign off. We've been on here for about 2 hours. Just till we go in the room. Go ahead, Boogie. Thank you. Say you're welcome, Dad. Thank you. No, because I don't want her. I don't want her up there. No, I'm not. So Illinois NEMT transportation. This is first link right here in the state of Illinois. But once they don't have an application that you can fill out per se until you contact. Where is it at? How do I enroll to use my privately owned vehicle to provide transportation? Please contact ACES Financial Manager Services at the 877 number. And that's what you're going to need to do for the state of Illinois. Okay, so where does the business come from? Where does the business come from? The business comes from you actually getting out here grinding, or if you're working with a broker, you're working with Medicaid, then Medicaid provides clients. But if you are in a broker state and you're working with brokers, just know that they get like 40% of everything that you make. But if you're not working with a broker and you're privately, like us, then you are gaining clients by going into these schools, going into these doctor's offices, and you're soliciting these businesses and you're gaining clients that way. So it all depends on how you want to set up your business. That's why we were talking about that in the beginning. Like, how do you want to set up your business? Like, what type of clients do you want to obtain? Can you please repeat the steps you need? He's got the LLC, EIN. Okay. So, step one, I would say with research, whatever state you're in, research the area. I would call, like I gave the example earlier. I would show you real quick. NEMT companies near me. So I would research NEMT companies near me, right? And then I would research. I would write the numbers down, and I would contact them and see what type of services they provide, how much they charge. Um, yeah, basically that's the main thing that I asked. what type of service they provide, um, how much it costs. So I give them like a destination. Like I want to go to St. Joseph Hospital, and it's 18 miles away. And so they're going to tell me how much that rate is, and they're going to tell me what type of service what type of service they're going to provide. I'm going to pick you up in this type of vehicle. We'll wait 10 minutes or 30 minutes, and it's additional $20. So I'm gonna get all the information up front, and from there, then I'll know in and about how many companies are in my area, what type of services they provide, and then what I'm going to provide, and then what type of rates I'm going to type of rates I'm going to put on my rate sheet. And then I'm going to make sure I get my EIN. I'm going to make sure I get my LLC set up. I'll make sure I get my CPR certification. I want to make sure that I get my insurance quotes and get my insurance. I want to make sure I get my vehicle inspected and set up my website. Website is very, very, very important. Like I said before, a whole route is a place that you can get your website produced because that'll have, you know what I'm saying, your rates, trip distance, your dispatch, basically your GPS on there, all of that be in there. My mom is interested in this Kansas City, my area. Do you offer a course? Absolutely, yes, we do. I'm going to roll out that course this month. We had to update it, added a few modules on that course, but yes, we do. So send me an email. I'm about to put my email in here because we're about to end the live in here in a minute. Send me an email. Let me know what you're interested in. We also have ebooks, ebook bundle that if you're interested in that as well. If you were interested in ebook, just let me know in the email what you are interested in. Or if you have some questions. Did you say en route? No, it's whole route. Let's see. Whole route web design. So they basically they basically provide websites for people that are in the transportation industry. This is what they specialize in. So everything that you think you're going to need for your transportation business, they'll go over it with you, like your trip distance, rates, how do you want it, how you want your website, set up. You want all that stuff on the front page. You want to, I'm saying, yeah, like headers up here. Um, they have their stuff is brilliant. Just reach out to them. They'll reach back out to you and go over basically like a demo with you. Yeah. No, so that's just one of the things you need to do. How often am I live? I go live Monday through Friday, um, usually at 1:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. So now I'm just going to go once a day, which is 8 p.m. So Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There was a different site you mentioned. I was waiting for mine over 10 weeks. Never came. Julius, you got to explain to me what exactly, what site, so I know exactly what you're talking about. You said you've been waiting over 10 weeks and it never came. What never came? I'm sorry, you said how much each vehicle can make? Each vehicle can make you. I don't want to scare nobody because it's sometimes it gets overwhelming. But I say $10,000-$15,000 a month. I don't have no cookies, books. Yeah, I see you still got pies though. You want to try it? I might. It's strawberry cream, strawberry cream egg. But yeah, Julius, what I need you to clarify that question again before I get off. I don't want to leave you hanging on that question you asked. But yeah, Capri, once hopefully you are following me, and if you are following me, then you would know that I'll be going live every day, Monday through Friday at least, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is Oklahoma a broker state? If in a broker state, can you still make good money? Alex, yes, Oklahoma is a broker state. it is a broker state, and also yes, you can make good money even if you are a broker because you can mix it up. You can be a broker as well as private pay, so you can mix the two together and to come out with equal medium. Or you can work with more than one broker as well. You don't have to just work with one broker. Is it better for private? Yes. Me personally, I say yes. What about Michigan? No, Michigan is not a broker state. Vera, no, we good in Michigan. We good up here. Yeah, that's a good thing about Michigan. We good. Missouri and Texas. Yeah, Texas and Missouri is a broker state. Yes, Texas has MTM. They have VO. They have Motive Care. So yeah, they're broker states. But I appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. We been on here for a good minute. I'm confused about Jay. Do I have to? No, you do not have to. Super dope, Shay. No, you don't have to use. Even though you are in a broker state, you do not have to use a broker. Just let me know. Let everybody know. No, you do not have to have. You do not have to. Even if you are in a broker state, you do not have to use a broker. You only using brokers if you want to work with Medicaid. If you are in a broker state, and if you're not in a broker state, if you are in a broker state and you don't want to use Medicaid, you can just go private. You can do private pay. Where can I read about being private? Capri. So it's not really what you can read about. It's basically like the unknown factor as far as private pay because you're basically going to be soliciting different medical facilities and school districts to get into those companies so they can use you as a business. Is there a website to find the states? I don't know what you mean by that breakthrough to purpose. Is there a website to find what states? The broker states? If you're talking about broker states, then you can Google your state and see if it's a broker state. But if you tell me your state, I can tell you if you're a broker state or not. I pretty much know all the broker states. So the car should be brand new one, or really, it really doesn't matter, Vera, especially in Michigan. Like I know you if you're in Michigan and you're especially in Detroit, I know you've seen some of the cars out here that's doing transportation, and they're not all of the vehicles are not up to par. So in Michigan, you don't have to have a newer vehicle. Um, Me personally, just make sure the vehicle is running, a decent running vehicle, and it looks pretty decent on the outside as well. Because what I'm saying, this is your reputation, your transportation company. So just make sure that it's a good running vehicle. But it does not have to be new though. Is Maryland yes, Maryland is a broker state. Yes. Is Illinois a broker state? Yes, it is, Nikki. Kansas, yes, it is. When performing trips, can I commute several people at the same time in a van? Yes, you can. So super dope, Shay. Yes, you can transport more than one person in a vehicle. The thing is, you also have to let the clients know that we have two other clients that's going to be riding along with you. Do you feel comfortable with that? Blah blah blah. But yes, you can compute. You can commute several people at the same time in a van. How can I learn how much to charge? That's a good question. So that's why I was talking about before when you asking when you are calling researching the area because you can charge $100 for a one-way trip for 10 miles as opposed to somebody else that's charging like 150, or you can charge like $75 for a one-way trip for like 10 miles. But to answer that question, I would say it's based off your geographical area, how much to charge, because the state will give you like a standard rate that you can charge if you're dealing with Medicaid because they have a cap that you only can use. There's a cap that you can't go over. They might say you only can go over $65 for this trip. But private pay, like I said, private pay, you're dictating what you're charging, but you don't want to be excessive. Do I need to see a CDL? Yes, you do. Is Virginia a broker state? Virginia is absolutely a broker state, and they use VO. VEYO is the broker in the state of Virginia. At least one of them. Can I use my personal car? Absolutely. I would need to get a business car with business insurance. You can use your personal car, but you have to get a commercial liability insurance though. But yes, you can use your personal vehicle, your personal car. You do not have to have a business vehicle. You will eventually probably scale up and get you a personal vehicle. I mean, business vehicle. But yeah, all drivers needed their CDL as well. Yes, they do. Capri, yes, they need a CDL as well. Chauffeur's driver's license. Bro, I have an AR. I have nothing to fight. Bro, help. And then there's if you're hiring drivers, then you also want to know if you want to hire them as hourly employees, or do you want to do private or independent contractors. Because there's a difference between hiring an hourly employee. Because if you hire them as an hourly employee, you're going to have workman compensation insurance. But if they're an independent contractor, then you can get away with not, you don't have to have that. So that's why I was saying you have to research how you want to structure your company as well, because that's another thing that you need to know. That might save you a lot of money, because you know workman compensation insurance is not cheap. Yes, 1099, absolutely, 1099. I just remember the site card. Oh, okay. You said they rejected it. They rejected your MPI number. Because if they rejected your MPI, which is your National Provider Identifier number, just do it again. Maybe it was something in the application that you didn't answer the question right. So just do it again. Is that process long? CDL? No, it's not. No, it's not long at all. I don't like cameras, but I appreciate it. But Julius, yes, don't get frustrated because somebody else emailed me and said they got their application got denied, but then they went back and did it again, and they got approved. So it's basically how you answer the question. That's all it was. Yes, absolutely. You can do it again. Yeah, there's no limit to how many times you can do it. Do you have to be a U.S. citizen? Yes. Wait. I'm not sure. Don't let me get in the line to you. Are there different MPI numbers for different businesses? Yes, there is. So there's MPI numbers for the non-emergency medical transportation. There's MPI numbers for doctors. There's MPI numbers for nurses. There's MPI numbers for dentists. So yes, there are MPI numbers for all different different businesses within the medical industry. Do you recommend 1099 over employees? Me personally, yes. Yes, 1099 over employees, yes. Because I don't like the workman compensation insurance. That's too much. It's too much coming out of my profit margin. But hopefully this information brought value to everybody on the live tonight. So I so do I select the MPI for myself or for the organization? Do it for yourself. Yep, Julius, do it for yourself. Either one will work though. I have one for my cranial process. Okay. Can you clarify the CDL requirements? Can you clarify the CDL requirement, please? This is my first time hearing of it. Okay, so the CDL requirements, the chauffeur's driver's license, they basically going to ask you simple things. Like each state is different, though. I don't want to mislead you, but they might ask you something like how many tires are on a limousine, and what type of brakes does this vehicle use? Um, what um, can you cross state lines with passengers in your vehicle if you're transporting commercially? There's things that certain things that they ask you pertaining to like commercial driving, not nothing nothing similar to what we took when we were kids, getting our regular driver's license. How do people end up getting in trouble with NPIs? I've heard some questionable things. Okay, so um, fraud. How do people end up getting in trouble doing fraud? You know, say for instance, you say you booked a trip, right? Say for instance, somebody called for a trip and they canceled, but you still charged them anyway, and you sent it in to Medicaid. Okay, that consists of fraud, right? You did not take this person to that particular appointment, and but you charged them anyway, and Medicaid paid you, and that's all up under your NPI number. So um, that's how people mess up, with them numbers. But that was a great question. So either one will work. Yes, either one will work, Julius, because I chose myself first. Okay, but what else can you, if you can remember, what else? Just email me, and we'll talk over like a Zoom call. And once we talk over a Zoom call, you can break it down to me, and I'll walk you through that process. Ricky, you are over 300 meters away. You're more than welcome, Siri. Wait, Hasarobi. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. For you provide the vehicle for 1099 or use theirs. So when you're doing the 1099, I still let them use my vehicles, but you can have them use their vehicles if that's how you want to do it. Yeah, you can do it either way. Either way. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all rocking with me tonight. So look, uh, how I end the live is I like to say thank you to everybody for joining. Another thing I like to always tell everybody is my grandmother used to say something to me that always stuck with me. Um, it's all about procrastination, right? She said, "Don't do what you can do today, tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised." Meaning, if I share some information with you and you want to start this transportation business, go start looking up the Hasirabi. Okay, Hasirabi. Okay, thank you for clarifying that for me. Um, don't do what you can do today, tomorrow, which means don't procrastinate. If this is something, if you are tired of that 9 to 5, if you are, what I'm saying, you're making like less than $50,000 a month, a year, and you want to change your financial well-being for you and your family, start looking this information up. ASAP Rocky, meaning tonight or tomorrow. Like this process takes a while. Not even say it takes a while, but it's like a 60-day process to get started. So don't sleep on this information. A lot of people, get information and they just sit on it. So I don't want nobody to sit on it because this might be something that you are interested in. It can change your whole financial trajectory. It also can change the life of your family. So, with that being said, I uh, go out and be great. Look up this information. If you want any assistance, I have ebooks. Also have consultations. Um, Reach out to me via email, and we'll make things happen. With that being said, I want y'all to have a wonderful night. Uh, when you said you chose yourself first, like Cookie on Empire. Y'all lit, y'all lit. But yeah, y'all have a good night though.